Did you know that certain foods can increase your risk of cancer? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? The very sustenance that fuels our bodies, the pleasures of a good meal, can also harbor hidden dangers. This video is all about exploring those dangers, as we delve into the fascinating, sometimes unnerving intersection of diet and cancer risk. Countless studies have drawn links between what we eat and our susceptibility to various forms of cancer. From the humble pantry to the bustling supermarket, the risks lurk in unsuspecting places. Over the next few minutes, we'll be dissecting these risks, taking a closer look at specific foods that have been scientifically linked to an increased chance of developing cancers. Cancers of the prostate, breast, uterus, stomach, and many more. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could very well be a lifesaver. So buckle up as we reveal the unsuspecting culprits hiding in your pantry. First off on our list, processed meats. Let's delve into the relationship between processed meats and colorectal cancer. When we say processed meats, we're talking about foods like sausages, bacon, ham, salami, and deli meats. Tasty as they may be, these foods hide a rather sinister secret. The issue with processed meats lies in how they're made. To extend shelf life and enhance flavor, these meats are treated with certain chemicals, including nitrates and nitrites. While these substances themselves aren't harmful, they can transform into something much more dangerous inside our bodies. Here's how it happens. During the process of digestion, these nitrates and nitrites can convert into N-nitroso compounds. Now these compounds are problematic because they are potent carcinogens. That's right, these are substances with the potential to cause cancer. In this case, they're particularly linked with colorectal cancer. Now you might be wondering just how strong this link is. Well, according to the World Health Organization, eating about 50 grams of processed meat each day, that's around 4 strips of bacon or 1 hot dog, can increase the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. To put it another way, if your daily diet includes a hot dog or a few slices of bacon, you're upping your chances of developing colorectal cancer. Of course, this doesn't mean you'll definitely get colorectal cancer if you eat processed meats. Your overall lifestyle, genetic factors, and other dietary habits also play a part. But it's a risk that's worth noting. Let's also remember that processed meats are typically high in fat and salt, which can contribute to other health problems like heart disease and high blood pressure. So, it's not just about cancer. Reducing your intake of processed meats can have a broad range of benefits for your health. All of this makes a pretty compelling case against processed meats. But, like with most things, moderation is key. You don't necessarily have to cut these foods out entirely, but it's a good idea to limit your intake. So, next time you reach for that bacon, think twice. You might just be doing your health a huge favor. Sipping on that soda, you might want to reconsider. While it's true that sugary drinks can be a tantalizing treat, they also come with a bitter aftertaste. Research indicates a strong correlation between high sugar drinks and various cancers. Let's break this down. First, consider breast and prostate cancer. These are two of the most common types of cancer, and studies have shown that the consumption of sugary drinks can increase their incidence rates. But how does this happen? Well, sugary drinks are a significant contributor to weight gain and obesity. And guess what? Both of these are major risk factors for several types of cancer, including breast and prostate cancer. The logic is crystal clear. The more sugary drinks you consume, the higher your risk of gaining weight and becoming obese. This, in turn, increases your susceptibility to various cancers. So, the next time you're thirsty, you might want to reach for a glass of water instead. Remember, water is always the best choice. Let's talk about alcohol, a well-known carcinogen. Yes, you heard it right. Alcohol isn't just responsible for those hangovers or late-night decisions you regret. It also plays a significant role in the development of various types of cancers. Take breast cancer, for instance. Studies reveal a clear correlation between alcohol consumption and an increased risk of breast cancer. It's suggested that the ethanol in alcohol can damage DNA and proteins, leading to harmful mutations. Then, there's mouth and throat cancer. Alcohol's damaging effects are particularly pronounced here because these areas are the first point of contact. The risk of these cancers is heightened for those who both drink alcohol and smoke tobacco, a dangerous duo that can cause extensive cellular damage. Esophageal cancer is another one linked to alcohol. Here, alcohol can irritate the lining of your esophagus, causing cells to multiply more rapidly than usual, a process that can lead to cancer. This risk is especially high for those who lack an enzyme that helps metabolize alcohol. And let's not forget liver cancer. Your liver is the organ that bears the brunt of alcohol detoxification. Over time, excessive drinking can lead to conditions like cirrhosis and fatty liver disease, both of which increase the likelihood of liver cancer. But how does alcohol do this? Well, when your body breaks down alcohol, it produces a byproduct called acetaldehyde. This is a toxic, cancer-causing chemical that can damage your DNA and proteins, thus leading to cellular mutations. Now, this doesn't mean you need to swear off alcohol altogether, but it does mean that you should think about your intake. The more alcohol you drink, the higher your risk of developing these cancers. It's also important to remember that there's no safe level of alcohol consumption when it comes to cancer risk. So, moderation is key when it comes to alcohol. Enjoy that glass of wine, but understand the risks, and make informed decisions about your health. Remember, your body is the only place you have to live, so treat it with care. Craving that juicy steak? It might not be the best choice for your health. Now don't get me wrong, red meat can be a valuable source of nutrients, including protein, iron, and vitamin B12. But, like many things in life, it's all about balance and moderation. Research suggests a correlation between a high intake of red meat and an increased risk of colorectal cancer. This link has been observed in numerous studies, with a significant risk elevation seen in people who consume large amounts of red meat regularly. But why is this the case? Well, one possible explanation lies in the high amount of saturated fat found in red meat. This type of fat can contribute to weight gain and obesity, which are risk factors for many types of cancer, including colorectal cancer. Excess body fat doesn't just sit there, it has biological effects like releasing hormones and inflammatory compounds into the bloodstream, which can enhance tumor growth. Red meat also contains heme iron, the molecule that gives the meat its red color. This type of iron has been shown to damage the lining of the colon, potentially leading to cancerous growths. Then there's the cooking process. When red meat is cooked at high temperatures, it can produce certain chemicals that are known to cause changes in our DNA, a first step on the path to cancer. And let's not forget about processed meats. They are usually red meats that have been cured, smoked, or salted, or have chemical preservatives added. These meats, such as hot dogs, bacon, and salami, have been classified as carcinogenic to humans by the International Agency for Research on Cancer. This doesn't mean you have to eliminate red meat from your diet completely, but it's a good idea to be mindful of your consumption. Try to limit your intake, choose leaner cuts, and cook at lower temperatures. Also, consider substituting red meat with other sources of protein like chicken, fish, or plant-based proteins. Opting for lean proteins like chicken or fish could be a healthier choice. It's your health, after all. Making informed decisions about your diet can be a crucial step towards a healthier, longer life. Let's quickly recap the foods we've discussed today. It's quite a lineup, isn't it? Each of these culprits poses a significant risk to our health, especially when it comes to cancer. Our first offender was processed meats. These are the hot dogs, bacon, and deli slices that might make a quick meal but at a high cost. Consuming these meats regularly has been linked to an increased risk of colorectal cancer, largely due to the chemicals used in their preservation process. Next up, we discussed the dangers of sugary drinks. These sweet sips may seem harmless, but they hide a bitter truth. Regular consumption can lead to weight gain and obesity, which are significant risk factors for various types of cancer, including breast and gastric cancer. We then moved on to alcohol, a beverage that might be the life of the party, but can bring a deadly aftermath. Regular alcohol consumption has been linked to several types of cancer, including breast, mouth, throat, esophagus, and liver cancer. Remember, moderation is key. Finally, we tackled the topic of red meat. While a juicy steak or a well-cooked burger can be hard to resist, these foods have been associated with an increased risk of colorectal cancer. Overconsumption of red meat, especially when cooked at high temperatures, can lead to the formation of harmful chemicals in our bodies. It's important to note that while these foods can increase your risk of cancer, they are not the sole cause. Factors such as genetics, environment, and lifestyle also play a part. However, by making more informed choices about what we put on our plates, we can certainly lower our risk. Opting for whole, unprocessed foods, plenty of fruits and vegetables, and limiting our intake of alcohol can go a long way in protecting our health. Remember, it's your body, and you have the power to protect it. Choose wisely.